So that's why I'm here today, ta-da! And I'm here to help you with all your jean woes and worries. I'm so excited because in today's video, I'm going to help you find the jeans of your dreams. That's a tongue twister, try saying that a couple times. So if you want to learn more on how to find the best jeans for your body type and how to shop successfully and find the jeans of your dreams, then make sure to keep on watching and of course, as always, watch until the end. Hey guys, for those of you who don't already know me, I'm Bella, an image consultant and fashion enthusiast. And welcome to my channel, concepthree, where I help you transform your wardrobe, your image, and your lifestyle. In the world of fashion, shopping for jeans has got to be one of the most challenging items, especially when it comes to women. When we go to the dressing room and we are hopeful to find our next perfect pair of jeans, we soon realize and are very disappointed that they just don't fit and they're not comfortable. Well, the issue here is not knowing how to find the right jeans for your unique shape. So this being said, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video and talk about the different fits of jeans and what they mean for your body shape. Starting with the wide leg jean. And this has origins in the 1920s up until the 1950s. And essentially this sort of cut is going to be wider around the thigh area and it's going to cascade down into more of a triangle shape. For the second fit, we have the flare jean or the bell bottom. And this sort of look is going to be a bit more fitted around the thigh, and then right at the knee, it's going to flare out and have this sort of bell shape effect. And so next, moving on to fit number 3, we have the boot cut, which is kind of similar to the flared, but it's a little bit more it's a little bit more simmered down. So essentially this was born out of the flower children of the 1970s and 80s, and this sort of look is tapered around the thigh area, so it's pretty tight, and then it flares out towards the bottom, but very slightly. So moving on to fit number 4, we have the tapered jean, and I don't have any fun facts for this one, but I think they're a really great option because they start out a little bit more loose around the waist, and as they go down towards the ankle, they become just ever so slightly kind of tapered into the ankle. So next, moving on to fit number 5, we have the straight leg. And as you can see, this is a very narrow jean. It's going to be tight on the thigh and kind of have a little bit more of a relaxed feeling from the calf down to the ankle. And lastly, we have the skinny jean. And this was a very popular choice in the 1960s for the rich and famous. And it's tighter on the thigh, going all the way down to the ankles, and it's really going to emphasize your leg shape. So it's important to keep this in mind when you're thinking of whether or not you can get away with a skinny jean. All right, so now that we know these 6 main fits for jeans, we're gonna go over a few more details that really make or break the look, and they're definitely something you wanna stick around to learn more about. So other than the fit, the second most important aspect when looking for jeans is the rise. So we have 4 rises, which are the low rise, mid rise, high rise, and uber high rise. The low rise is a style of jeans that was very popular in the early 2000s. I know, I remember I was rocking those jeans too. It sits about 2 to 3 inches below the belly button, right at your hips. This style will definitely flatter skinny women and women with longer legs and a shorter torso. The mid-rise, on the other hand, is a style of jeans that is practically timeless and is very easy to style for many people. The mid-rise sits 1 inch below the belly button, and it's a style that works for a lot of different body shapes, especially those that are curvy and who have an average torso. Now moving on, we have the high rise. This is a more retro style that was super popular in the 80s and 90s, but now it has come back into style. The high rise sits right at the belly button at your natural waist or slightly below depending on your height and your proportions. This style is a great option for curvier women or those who have an average length torso. And lastly, we have the uber high rise, which is my personal favorite. It has all these retro vibes and is definitely similar to the high rise, but gives you a little bit more height. So this rise sits above the belly button and can sometimes extend further up. This style is great if you have an extra long torso like myself, or if you are curvy, petite, or even want to camouflage the midsection. So the next detail we need to talk about that will make or break your look while wearing jeans is the length. So whether you are petite, average, or tall, there are different lengths that are going to be available to you to buy for jeans. The standard length for petite is 30, for a medium height is 32, and for a tall height is 34. And now when it comes to length for styling and visual effects, you really need to know the following. When buying crop jeans, they can really give you the effect of shortening your legs. So keep this in mind, and if you do opt to wear them and you're shorter or have shorter legs, try to elongate your legs by wearing heels and go for a slimmer fit. And now when talking about ankle length, this is really the standard look that most women go for. It's a look that won't necessarily visually shorten nor lengthen your legs. And now lastly, the long look. This is a cut that will really elongate your legs, but typically needs to always be worn with heels. If not, you're gonna have the bottom of your pants dragging on the floor, getting dirty, and no one wants that. So now that we've talked about length, let's go ahead and talk about the different washes and colors and the effect that they have on playing with your proportions. So essentially, you can have anywhere from a light wash to a dark wash, and then you can have solid colors such as white and black. So therefore, if you have a very light wash jean or even a white jean, it's going to make your bottom half look slightly larger than your top half. On the other hand, if you have a dark wash such as indigo or black, it's going to make you look slimmer on the bottom half instead of adding more volume. And another little detail and aspect of jeans that has to do with, shading and all this stuff is the effects that fading can have on your body. For example, these little stripes that are on a lot of jeans that kind of go horizontally, that are a bit more faded, can have the effect of, visually widening your hips. So likewise, when there's fading along the leg vertically, basically from the thigh down to the ankle, this can have a really good effect of lengthening your legs. So moving on to another detail that a lot of you guys probably don't even think about, but that will also make or break your quest for finding jeans, is the fabric. We have stiff fabrics, stretchy fabrics, and then fabrics that are somewhat in the middle. The fabrics that are stretchy are going to be your best friend if you are curvy, because it's going to cinch you in at the waist and hug your curves at every inch. While if you're more rectangular or athletic, stiff fabrics will work fine for you. On the other hand, for the fabrics that are a little bit more in the middle, this is going to also be good for the rectangular and athletic shapes. And if you are, somewhat curvy, but not very curvy, it could also be a good option for you. Basically, we're going to talk about number one, the fly. So the fly is really important, and it's a part of the jeans where the designer puts the zipper or the buttons. And when the fly is too short, it can create the camel toe effect, and this is not cute, it's not flattering, and it really just happens due to a lack of space between your crotch and the top of the jeans, and a lack of space in the back where the seam is. So finally, we have the part of your jeans that are last seen when you're finally walking away from your no-good boyfriend. And these are pockets, which are a small detail but can make a huge difference. I want to talk about the size, the shape, and the placement. So the size of your pockets can either make your butt look big and round or make your butt look smaller. So the smaller the pockets, the bigger your butt's gonna look. The bigger the pockets, the smaller your butt's gonna look. One shape of pockets you want to avoid at all costs is the square. The square is going to make your butt look flat and not very appealing. Instead, you want to go for a pocket that is straight across the top and that has a V cut towards the bottom. And now lastly, for placement, you need to pay attention to the space between the pockets and the height of the pockets. The further apart the pockets are, the wider your butt is going to seem. The closer they are, the more narrow your butt will seem. And in terms of placement of height, the higher up they are, the perkier your butt is going to look. It's going to look like you did a few squats in the gym, a little something, something. And when the pockets are lower, your butt is going to look saggier and it's not going to be a cute look. So definitely keep these tips in mind. I already went ahead and did a little bit of personal shopping for you guys, so if you're curious to find some real life links to items that will work for your body type, go ahead and look below in the description. You'll be pleasantly surprised. And then also, if you like the video, make sure to click the like button so that I can reach other people and help them find the jeans of their dreams as well. And if you're not already part of the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button and then also click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I make videos weekly on fashion, image, and transformation, and I would love to have you here with us. And as always, stay safe, stay smart, and stay leveled up. I will see you in my next video. Bye.